I was making some pretty good headway out there in that yard, getting this stuff cleaned up. But then I heard a little bolt of thunder or clap of thunder, whatever you want to have, clap of lightning, I guess, I don't know, thunder and lightning. So I don't, it's probably just going to blow over, but I ain't going to get wet. Trouble, I can't stay out when it's raining because of this hearing aid. It's exposed to rain, and if they get wet, you might as well throw it away. Well, I wouldn't throw it away. I've got a box full of them things that I'm gonna take apart and see if there's anything in there I could scrap. I probably got 10 hearing aids like that. But I was making some good headway, and you know, I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. I know I've been talking about letting the neighbors know and everything. I'll take their scrap and what I'll take and everything, and that's kind of took off, and I'm getting way behind on getting this stuff took apart. What I like about this being a neighborhood junker, I'm saying I'm going to have 1,000 potential people that's going to donate stuff to me at various points, not all at one time, but I'm saying you take 1,000 households and they get stuff, they wear it out, they throw it away. I had 2 people call me today and said one of them didn't think I messed with computers, and she called me up just to ask me what's the best thing they can do with that as far as disposing of it. Is there some place I can take it? I said, why, hell yeah, you take it to my house. You want it? Yeah. I thought she knew it. So, and the thing about it, when you go to somebody's house and pick that stuff up, like I'm going to do on this one probably tomorrow, they're going to think, well, since he's picking that up, let's see if he'll take some of this other stuff we want to get rid of. And that almost always happens. And the beauty of this thing, of collecting your scrap this way, is you don't have to compete with other scrappers when they put it out at the curb, because it's never going to see the curb. The other scrappers, they ain't going to have a shot at it. I've already got that boxed in. I'm getting it. So it's almost like I've got no competition. But we'll see how it works out. But so far, I'm getting a lot of stuff, and it seems like computers, TVs, vacuum cleaners that I love. And think about these vacuum cleaners. If a scrapper ain't beat me to one and whacked the cord off, I'll plug that thing up and see if it works. And if it does come on, I'll spray that thing down good in there and clean it out, unstop it, and have a very good working vacuum cleaner. and I know just a spot to sell them. All at once, take a bunch over and he'll take them all. I don't get a lot for them, but it's something. But this neighborhood junker thing, I'm surprised I hadn't thought of that before. Of course, I've been kicking that around, that range. Dadgummit. I was wanting to do that pile. I was going to get on my hands and knees. Well, I'll do it on this. I always do it on this. Let me do it on this. Do you see that pile of stuff? Right there in the middle of the screen. I got it all raked up in a neat pile. But there's a lot of copper strands and pieces of wires and metal and stuff in there. And of course nobody wants to come out here and help me go through it. And it'd take me forever to do it with my handy little pickup stick. So I was going to get my walker over there and get this high chair I sit on a lot over there and a stool. And I was going to get down on the ground and pick that stuff whilst laying on my side. Because I can't sit on the ground flat with my legs stretched out. And after I get gone through it, get all the goodies out of it, I was going to use whatever means I had handy there to pick myself back up and do that. But I need me some kind of a air horn or something to blow, because if I get down there and I can't get myself back up, then I need to let somebody in the house know. So I'm thinking about getting me one of them air horns to do that. You know, one toot be come here, two toots mean get your ass over here and help me up. Think. But now that pile's going to get wet. And then there's another pile. I don't know if that you can see that. Let's see. Yeah, there's another pile. It'll be in the middle of the screen over there. I don't think there's anything good in that. That's where I've been burning some stuff. But I might drag a magnet through there. But I need to get me one of those, you know those magnets you can buy that it kind of rolls on the floor. It's a big wide magnet and picking up nails and screws and stuff. I need to get one of them to do that in this yard, because I'm going to guarantee you if I don't do that, I'm going to wind up driving the car back here or something and getting a darn flat tire. So, matter of fact, Harbor Freight's got a Memorial Day sale on this weekend, and I'm going to they got a coupon now for 25% off. So I can get 25% off of that thing. I think they're about $20. So I could get it for around $15, maybe less than that. Plus they got them free items again for stuff that you get one item from buying with any purchase. Don't matter if it's a $2 purchase or a $200 purchase. But yeah, I might as well think I'm gonna have to hang it up on this you know, there's a piece of plastic Well, there's about 5 pieces of plastic stuff that comes off of them flat screen TVs, but most of it's like paper thin and stuff, but that one piece, the piece that's on the very front of the flat screen that you're looking at, it's a 1/4 inch thick, and it feels and looks like plexiglass. And it looks like it's about, well, shoot, I'm sitting there looking at it. Oh, Lord, let me take my camera loose. It looks like, now what in the hell? You know what? I need 4 or 5 measuring tapes. Because if I don't, I'll use this. Alright. Right now I got it covering 2 of my barrels, my wire barrel there and my aluminum can barrel. And I want to see, I hope my ear don't get wet. This thing is 14 inches. So we're talking about 14, about 21 inches wide and 14, 28, 40 inches. So that tells you. Now it does have a little texture to it on one side. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's still clear, and I swear I think it's plexiglass. And them 4 TVs like that I just took apart. I got 4 of them off of that, so that, you know, I wasn't counting that in my amount of scrap that I got. But at any rate, it's 4 of them. So, you know, those, I never realized just how much stuff I got off in flat screens. And I got several computers right now to take down. Or to scrap. Matter of fact, the lady that called me today was about a computer, and I got another fella wanting to know if I'd take a refrigerator and a freezer. Well, I would love to have the motor, the compressors out of them. I think I'm going to tell him if he'll let me take the compressors out, I'll get somebody over there to take the rest of it, which they would, you know, it's thread. But I would love to have the compressors out of it, because the compressors, you know, them compressors, them motors in them compressors, they got some huge copper in them. And it's steel, you know, it's got some brass in there too, and some copper hooked to them. So I'll study that and think about it, but right now I think I'm just about to get rained out. I seen a little bit of lightning flash over there. It's getting that time of year. We're gonna start getting thunderstorms. Yeah, I just want to go through that pile and get the scrap out of that thing. That may be something I have to do tomorrow. But I did make some headway. I'm going to do a burning tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow around 6 or 7. Get rid of a lot of this trash that I can't. Either that or throw some in the trunk and take it to a dumpster or something. There's a dumpster out about 3 miles from here that I can take them to, which is legal. It's county dumpsters. But I might do that instead of burning. I hate burning that plastic. I wished I had the room to where I could recycle the plastic, because I know all that stuff's recyclable. Anyhow, I guess that's going to be it for me today. I said I wasn't going to do another video today because I'm right in the middle of my cleanup. But the cleanup's going to take a lot longer than I thought. I can't do it in a day. I could have put a big old dent in it today if this rain hadn't come along. I'm thinking the best time for me to do stuff now is going to be first thing in the morning. It's most of the time that's clear weather. But then after 12, it starts getting a little cloudy looking. And that's typical Florida weather. There was something I was wanting to say. Oh, I got looking at all my trash and rubbish sitting around out here that should have never hit the ground. And I thought, that kind of looks like, and I don't mean no harm, Scrap Kingdom, but you always got a pile of trash and stuff sitting around, and that just goes, that's part of what you do. But you got a big area there, but there's a lot of junk in there, and I'm talking about mine sitting around here, it's got junk in it too. And I'm thinking, I'm starting to look something like Scrap Kingdom, only on a lot smaller scale. He's always got a lot of stuff sitting around. It seemed like he would go, I don't know how he works his deal, you know. But my thoughts is, why don't he go to the scrapyard more often? Unless he's just kind of sitting and watching the price, see what it does. And that's kind of how I am now about my scrap, about my copper, aluminum, and brass, and insulated wires. I ain't trying to sell none of that, and I'm still collecting brass at my brass honey hole. I just ain't discussing it much because it don't do nothing but irritate these local guys. And that one that tried to take that motorcycle away from me the other day, he was one of them. He was one of them. And I think the only reason he's coming over in this area now is to see if he can catch me, see where I'm going to get that. But he don't even know what day. I don't go every day. I go like every 3 days. I go twice a week. And that's all I got to say about my brass honey hole. And it's a honey hole. And we talking thousands of dollars that I'm gonna get off of that. And of course the aluminum's coming out of there too. You know, that stuff that I don't know if I have a piece of it. The stuff I thought was brass, and turns out these things, they look like brass and they sound like brass and they're heavy. But I had to put there. I cut into one day and it was white. And somebody said, "Well, that's white brass." And somebody else said, "There ain't no such thing as white brass." So I throwed the acid test on it, and where I cut into it, and the outside turned green, but what touched that inside on that white, it turned black. So it's aluminum. But they're heavy. They're definitely heavy. I don't know if I told y'all what one of them weighs or not, but I'll find out right quick. I can't remember. Come on, scale. That weighs 3 ounces. So that's heavy for aluminum. But yeah, almost 3 ounces on those. And I'm getting quite a bit of weight of those. That's a handy scale. One of my subscribers, Rascal, he said, he called my scale, he's looking at my scale, and he said, that's a weed scale. And I'm like, a what? Then it dawned me after I thought about it a minute, oh, he's talking about pot. Well, I don't weigh pot, never have weighed pot, never smoked pot. Well, I tried it one time in 1978, 79. And that was nice, nothing. Why would anybody buy that crap? It's nothing. At least it wasn't for me. But, yeah, he called my scale a weed scale. Oh, well. He's a redneck. He's a big-time redneck. I caught something on one of his videos today. He had a cut on his arm, and I don't know how he got that. I thought I was watching all his videos, but he had a nice gash on his arm, and he was taking them. He had 3 of them little strip bandages he put on the cut to pull it together. It's like stitches, but it's not stitches. And he was taking that off. It looked pretty nasty. So I don't know how he got cut. I'm gonna have to look through them videos and see. I missed something somewhere. I must have. Anyhow, I'm talking about Chris and Holly. Mr. Chris, I don't know if his name is Knippy. Who knows? Who cares? It's Chris and Holly. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. That's the whole family of rednecks up there in Knox Island, North Carolina. Bunch of little rednecks. Even that baby, they're making him into a redneck. Alright, guys. Found my remote. And this little booger is going to turn you off. hate going through stuff like this, but you know what? It's stuff I'll put down there at some point, and it's just accumulated, and now I'm having to go through it. I see pieces of copper down there. There's a piece hanging on that. But I'll get it cleaned up. That's what I'm doing today. There's a wire nut. There's another wire nut. And that is a piece of aluminum. What's going to happen, I'm going to have to get down here on my hands and knees. There's some green board. Not much, but it's green board. There's some insulated wire. So this might be a 2-day deal. I was thinking I could clean all this up in a day, but it ain't gonna happen. There's my mutt. Boy, she don't. That dog, she stays right with me. If I'm out, she's out here. If I'm inside, she is inside. I tell you what, it could be lightning and thundering out here and raining, and I'll bet you if I come out here in it, she'd come right. Look at that piece of copper. And I just seen some green board somewhere. Took my eyes off of it, now I can't find it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on my hands and knees down here and get this sorted out. Wonder if I can lift that with my hose, with my picker-upper. Anyhow, I got to go over and shut that camera off.